Hello. I will be eating while this happens. I will mute myself for the crunchy bits. Sandwich. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to fill in. Oh, thanks, Ed. I'm my own fan too. You know, I really gotta keep it out there. You know. Just gonna wait for a little bit more. Checking my Clash Royale stuff real quick. Yeah, self-love, self-love. Woo! Alright. No, wait, not share. Import. There we go. Okay, let's import some codes. It's been a while. Alright, so we'll go over Volskaya first. Because, Caps, I know that you really want to see that one. Awk. Oh, 1-2. Yes. Yeah, I want to see the Bastion. There's actually a few ways to play around Bastion. I want to see how you guys play around Bastion.
Ready for battle.
You guys are defending.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
I'm gonna speed up here because I'm eating. I want for more birth. You go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
So,
Defend objective A.
I'm gonna finish up this bite real quick and then take a bite of pepper. Okay. So to start out, your comp is actually like really good for Bastion. However, your positioning it's a little rough, just because you are like right in the choke. So Trinity's taking the op angle, which is good. Because, you want to be doing that, especially because you have an easy way back. The hell? What? Why did he pin? Oh, no, he get belted. Sad. Shit, where's... Okay. And Bastion diff. Yeah, so you just stand here. So, right here, I have no idea what voice chat sounds like at this moment. But Luke, right now you would be saying, "Guys, shield is getting low. Go to cover," and then like a second later you would drop shit. You changed to swollen glue? what sort of? Why? Oh wait, no, never mind. That I misinterpreted. My bad. Okay, but yeah. So Luke, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know who Swollen Glue is. It's a funny ass name though. Um, but yeah, so Luke, you would just call out like, "Hey, barrier's breaking," and then your team should be watching out for that too. And then if Caps isn't getting up, then you'd say, "Caps, get up! You know, go to cover. I'm about to drop my shield or whatever." And then you just back off. Maybe swing a little bit at this corner. Oh, okay, okay. Swing a bit at this corner, fire strike, whatever. But your shield is really important when you have a bastion and you're bunkering with the bastion, because that's his shield. So yeah, catch that, good. Coming back to cover, good. I will say though, when your shield broke, you should have still like stayed right here, because if their team was better, I know their Ryan isn't back or whatever, but if their team was better, they could have taken like you getting away as an opportunity to rush in. Jesus. Um yeah, but yeah, like they could have taken the opportunity because like you make spaces, Ryan, so you want to be there to make that space. Um Cabs here in an interesting position. I think that's the best way to say it. I mean, you live, but All right, good. Okay, another thing. Remember to hold your corners. We're gonna go back right here. Okay, right. Remember to hold your corners, right? So speed up a little bit. So you go a long way around the point. And then at this point, when they start pushing in here, what you three should be doing, because where's Trinity? Oh, Trinity's right there. You three should be doing is, instead of backing away while keeping line of sight, you want to break line of sight immediately, but stay as close to the enemy as possible. So at the same time, you want to be close to them without seeing them. So you'd hug around this corner, maybe swing around this corner, whatever, throw a fire strike or whatever. But make it so that you threaten this immediate space, right? Because you're there, you have Brig there. You three are just here to threaten space. Whereas if you back up, then you're not there to threaten the space. So they can take that space, which is what looks like ends up happening. Now, where are you, Caps? Oh, damn, you going the long way, long way. Yeah, but, like, I don't know why they aren't pushing in right here. They should be pushing in, because they have numbers advantage, they have positional advantage. Looks like... Yeah, they have positional advantage, and then they kind of just feed the Bastion, it looks like. Honestly, I'd say that their Rhine isn't very aggressive unless he's going on dumb flanks like that would get him killed. Which is, it's good to take advantage of that. So yeah, then here's where you guys push in. Interesting ult here. Like, tank the... They have good rocket aim, though. That's good. Gets left sadly. Shit on Bastion, shit on Bastion. Nice, there you go. I'm gonna take another bite of the pepper. It is. Yeah, I'm literally just eating like a lunch meat sandwich and some sort of vegetables. Honestly, kind of slaps. Yeah, pepper time for real. Um, and then yeah, it's a fine position for now, just because they don't have any space. Yes. Also, Speedy, something to know about Bastion is that if you jump in a direction and immediately transform, you keep that momentum while falling. So instead of like walking over and transforming here, you could jump, transform, land, wait maybe like half a second or something, and then start shooting. And it just kind of cuts down on downtime, and you want to really get in the muscle memory of doing that because it's good for Bastion. We're going to go to Trinity. Yeah, no, it's a very good thing to do as Bastion. Like your position here is fine. Actually, I'd say it's more than fine. Your position here is pretty good. You just really want to be wary of Torbjorn and Ana. But it's good because you get you can kind of see that, but then you can see the entirety of point, which is the real good part. So like right now, since they're all pushing in, yeah, there you go. Go here, and you want to prioritize the squishies first. Just as, excuse me, oh my god, just as any character really, you want to prioritize the squishies first. Bastion, he can kill a Mercy pretty. What is that dot? What is that? What is that? You see that? Right there. It changes with me. Weird. Anyway, God, that's so weird. Yeah, but you want to prioritize squishies first, like the Mercy or whatnot. Yeah, no, like, I don't know what that was. And then their Bastion's just a dumbass, so it didn't prioritize. Nice, there you go. So yeah, that's just a Bastion diff, Enemy team didn't deal with you, you popped off. Good. Now right here, we should not be holding point, because we just took it, right? We just took point. Or not took, but we just, like, correctly defended point. And if we... Yeah, now you're pushing up. If we... God, their Rhine really doesn't play aggressively. You guys got really lucky here. But currently, so we're giving them all of this space to work with. We're giving them left, we're giving them right, we're giving them center. And that's not good. Because, if we give them all this space, then we have a higher chance of losing the fight. That's never good. However, if we were... I gotta slowly fly my way over there. If we were holding, like, maybe the truck, right? Or left wall, right wall. If we were holding somewhere up here, then we would deny them space. Which is good. Because, they're regrouping from the fight. I know what I said earlier, that this place isn't amazing to hold. It's not bad to hold. But you want to hold it, like, smartly. Like, you want to hold up here if you have a hit scan or something, or a Bastion, Because, and that's for any maps, like, if you can deny the space to get to whoever your backline threat is, then that makes that backline threat much more deadly. Because the enemy team can't really deal with it unless they get Hanzo or Widow or something. And even then, like, they still have to deal with you, the rest of the team, in their face. So you would want to play much more aggressively here, because holding point can definitely end in, like, a point capture for them. They just aren't playing well. Their Rhine sucks. like, oh my god, push the flank. He only knows one path and it's straight to point. Oh, Trinity. Trinity, my guy. Oh dear. We're going over that again. Oh, I think I just fucked up that. God damn it, I hate when that happens. Okay, replay's frozen currently. I'll get back to this point. Hold on. Oops. Where is it? Volskaya.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
Yeah. Chichi, why is your name Swollen Glue? What is the significance behind that?
Ready for battle. Ready.
No, don't eat glue. Alright. Still just gonna go forward because I have no idea where we were. Actually, vegetable Trinity. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I was gonna say that his ult wasn't that good, and then I missed the point. Fast forward 20 seconds, then he died. The reason that the ult wasn't good is because, like, you know, get immediate flash, right? You get like 4 people. You should ult here, stay in this position, deny their mercy, make their Rhine back off, make their Ana back off. If you do ult, honestly, I wouldn't even ult here in the first place. But yeah, so when you ult, you want to be like decently far away from the enemy so that they have a harder time killing you or stunning you out of it. And what you especially don't want to do is jump off of the high ground and then ult. For 2 reasons. One, there are 3 people here, and the other reason is you shouldn't have jumped off the high ground because, well... Oh, their Rhine sucks so bad, dude. Oh, their Rhine's so bad. They had sleep dart! No! Hold on. Oh my god. She is... Okay. She's moving while shooting now. Tunnel visioning her ass off. Gets flashed. Has sleep. Oh my god, stop healing, stop healing, stop healing. All she had to do was look left and prop sleep dart, and it would have denied the ult. But what does she do instead? Not that! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I meant to go to Torb. Bro, it's not really that. It's Ana, bro. No, and then their Rhine's reaction was terrible. So I assume you died here, Trinity. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. So, look. I know that you got 2 with it, right? I know that you got 2 with your ult. However, don't take ults like that in the future, because when the enemies aren't completely brain dead, right? When the enemies can think, right? Then it makes you really easy to punish, because you are A, right in front of them, and B, a giant glowing target. So you want to be using your ults further away, maybe we run a bit more cover and whatnot. And you know, that would be really good. And Cats pops off. It's just brawling on point. The ball's making interesting decisions. Ooh, Wine comes in from nowhere. Yeah, so there was some positioning things on that map. Basically, we just need to be playing a little bit more aggressive, and we need to prioritize point less. And I forgot if I read it or heard it somewhere before, but basically, you auto win point if you win the team fight. In most cases, in most cases you'll get the point or you get the payload if you win the team fight first. So you got to win the team fight first before anything happens. No, Luke missed, unfortunately. Speedy, stay on high ground. Yes, definitely stay on high ground. And also, personally, I'm just going to go back right here and pause, because I really like playing Bastion on this map. It's a very fun Bastion map. My favorite positions to be in on Bastion are right here. This one's a bit worse than the other one, but the other one is right, like here, right here. And the reason this one's so good is because sure you don't get a lot of like vision there, right? Or another really good one is and in fact it's better for like early game. This one right here. They were wrong. No, but like playing right here is really good. And a thing about Bastion that I feel like a lot of people don't know is that you shouldn't always like physically play around the Bastion, because if you're sitting right there, right, and everyone's sitting up here with you, then they could just go Lucio and then speed boost across over there, right? Or they could go Lucio, speed boost across. There's no one to hold this space up here. But if you were Bastion up there, and then your team's holding up here, then all of a sudden they can't really do anything with that space. So you're just kind of shooting at them from there because you have a really good sight line. And then if there's a Hanzo, you can just unturret and then fall behind cover. Or if they do end up like going past your team, then you get to rotate over here and then shoot onto point. And that's really good. It's a bit risky because you have to be really aware of footsteps because the enemies can get you, but overall, like this whole left side is really good to play on Volskaya. And yeah, that was the last part of that map. So yeah, just some positional things. Be more aware, or not. Be more aggressive. Yeah, I didn't really spectate POVs for aim too much. Trinity, stop ulting in bad positions. Need some sandwich. Alright, next code. These. Alright, I feel like doing one of the scrim ones, because those will be good. Those will be actually, yeah, no, it's pepper time. I got one last bit of pepper. Oh yeah. All right, let's do Numbani. This one's 20 minutes long, so it'll be interesting. 7S 7KT. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Versus Leviathan. What is Peppa Pig time?
Traveling to Numbani. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, rip Fanta. Rip Fanta. We are VOD reviewing. Yep, rip Fanta. Sad, unfortunate. Alright.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Forward, my friends!
Ahorita regreso.
Alright, so currently yeah, they're just kind of poking at the door here. I'm gonna go out. Oh, that's a few people. So I assume Kid is scouting people out. I don't have access to chat, so I have no idea what people are saying. However,
See you later.
good. And now, whenever Sombra engages like that, what the rest of us should be doing... Who's happy? Anyway, what the rest of us should be doing is engaging on whatever distraction Sombra got. Which, like, you know, we'd want to be taking high ground. We got him there, that's huge. Yeah, and then capitalizing on whatever Sombra hacks is also huge. Kitty? Okay. I feel like you... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Ryan, if you watch this back, I feel like you probably could have lived that. Yeah, because they didn't have Mega, or Mega was down at the time. Because Ball just took it. But it would have been there. You had Bubble too.
Gotcha.
Oh, that is lucky that they didn't combo into that. Man, that is interesting. Wait, why does Sombra's gun do that? Do you guys see that? It, like, adjusts itself. Interesting. Anyway, enough with that. So, yeah, what we should be doing as a death ball, especially against dive, is take away the high grounds from wherever their high grounds are. Because they don't have a lot of individual presence on us. However... Oh, yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah, but so they don't have a lot of individual pressure on us, you know. Sorry, that didn't make any sense. They don't have a lot of tank presence to match our tank presence, like for on the front line. What they do is they go to the back line. However, we're running a brig, which basically just says no to dives, which means that should we capitalize on brig being brig, you know, and denying people like that, this is where we rush in. This is exactly where we rush in, especially because their ball isn't there. Which is good. Fanta's going in. Then the rest of us are following. Huge. Unfortunate anti. With the solo shatter, nasty. Alright, so right here, what you should be doing is, probably shouldn't have translocated out anyway. Whenever you're in a mid-fight, right, and you're not at an immediate risk of dying, a risky play that you could make is if you just destroy your translocator and then throw it up to high grounds, right? And I'm sure you've done this before, you know. I guarantee you've done this before. But doing that in the mid ground both takes pressure off of your tanks and gives the opportunity for a kill, which are both greatly important.
Been here.
Attack on the Reaper. So yeah, Trinity, I think the main thing I'm seeing immediately with you on Tracer, um, ooh, I I wouldn't learn from. This can sound so rude. I'm sorry, Trinity. I wouldn't learn Tracer from Trinity, just because like off of this 5 seconds I've been seeing, I already see a pretty major problem. Um, and that is you need to be looking around while you're blinking. Like Blink is really weird in the way that it works. Didn't mean to do that. So I think it is just a teleport, right? It is just an instantaneous teleport. It keeps all actions you do beforehand. It keeps all movements that you're taking. It keeps all momentum, all like look inputs. It keeps everything. Um, which means that you can do stuff like meleeing and then blinking forward, and then the melee continues through the blink, or you activate pulse bomb, and then you blink, and then you finish the pulse bomb, stuff like that. But that means that you could also turn while blinking, and like off the rip. Okay, yeah, there it is. But whenever you're really trying to focus someone and you're kind of like blinking behind them and stuff, Trinity, I noticed that you seem to take a second or two to like just think while you're reloading after you blink, and then you turn, which you don't want to be doing because you want to be seeing what your enemy's doing at all times. Because if you see what your enemy's doing at all times, then you can, just win, basically.
I'm planning my dive on the point.
Well, that just happened.
But Tracer is an interesting character to go here, just because she doesn't directly synergize with anyone on your team, really. Besides, like, holy shit, Fanta got melted. What the hell? Where'd she die? Yes. Yeah, Tracer is a high sense character. Play high sense on Tracer. Yeah. Like, you don't need to go super high, but you shouldn't be playing low. It should be, like, medium high to high, in my opinion. Yeah, you want to try sticking to the higher ends of medium, just because it gives you, like, better flick potential. Okay, so like regular set, like you play the 65. Okay, yeah, 65 fine is fine, honestly. Okay, but so Trinity actually did what I was talking about with like the pulse bomb cancel. Here, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Okay, so right here, he charges up bomb, and then he starts. Oh, I'm gonna slow this down. So he starts the bomb animation here, and then he blinks forward. And then, because he panicked and blinked forward, he missed the 3K, which is unfortunate. And actually, Fanta would have ended up taking two of them anyway. But... like, Tracer is... No, I don't think I've ever seen Trinity on Tracer before, so this is just, like, a matter of not knowing the character. Caps, if you're going to be learning Tracer, one of the best things to do is to, like, go on flanks as much as possible. You don't want to stick around your tanks, because your tanks draw a lot of fire, and in drawing a lot of fire, they draw a lot of damage, And in drawing a lot of damage, Tracer doesn't have that much health, so if she gets hit by a few stray shots, she just dies. She gets rolled. So you do want to be playing more apart from your tanks. You want to be focusing the non-tanks, unless you can like correctly dance around them in a 1v1. But yeah, other characters you want to be keeping a non-traditional blink pattern. But like right here, this is where you'd be going up the stairs up to the high ground, instead of staying on the low ground. We're gonna go to gate.
I've seen worse. You're going to live.
Oh, Kate, okay. Turn up your sensitivity. Please. Turn it up. And also right there was a bit of a misplay. Two misplays, but so
Payload is on its way.
first, Reaper. So Overwatch is a very chaotic game, and the more chaotic a game is, the higher you want your sensitivity to be. In general, like you'd want it to be decently high, but but if you have a low sensitivity, then that means that you react to threats faster, and actually you can hear the Reaper's footsteps right here, because he, step, land, gets shot. So what you'd want to do in this situation if you're on Ana is, oh, that turns me. You'd want to turn, and then instead of nading immediately, you'd want to sleep first, because then your team can follow up after. And then you kind of just end up walking into Dragon, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna assume that was supposed to say sensitivity. Yeah, like you can adapt, but just in general, you're gonna have a much easier time with higher sensitivity. Unless you're on a hit scan. Hit scan prefers like medium sensitivity. I personally play on high just because I'm used to it, but like hit scan is good for medium sensitivity, so that you can hit shots. Good kill. Sad.
Get that payload moving.
They whiffed the shatter, bro. So yeah, like whenever someone's hacked with an ult, you want to focus them down because they're probably gonna pop that ult eventually. Nice pulse. Huge shatter, Jesus. Yeah, so I'd say just like try to go in the aim trainer and practice a little bit with close range aiming. So it seems like you're kind of jittering a little too much. You want to be, ooh, Tracer is a tracking character, so you want to be really good at tracking. We got the kill. That's good. I want to say that this is 80-80-80, but I'm not sure. So, massive EMP. And I'm going to assume that you were saying in chat before you did this. Oh, I like how the effect follows. I'm going to assume that you were saying in chat before you EMP'd, like, guys, I'm going to EMP 3, 2, 1, push, 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 something like that. Ooh, sound effect. Ooh, I've never heard that. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay, anyway. Before you EMP, you want to make sure that your team's able to follow up. Because currently, like, we have some frontline presence. You end up feeding a bit, unfortunately. But then we can't really take full effect, or full advantage of the EMP, because there just wasn't enough people there. Oh, good block, my Sigma, Jesus. Good.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Prove myself. I can't wait to get started.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
I live for a good fight.
Let's see you get past this, huh?
1 second.
Defend objective A.
Okay. So good positionings. Actually, I do want to see Trinity's Mei more, because Mei's a really interesting character, you know.
Help me.
Their comp is weird. Oh, I don't like their comp. Sigma Diva never works for me. Like, unless... It just never works. Not never, okay? It rarely works, but, like, look, we're getting shit on. Sadly, Fanta died, and then Trinity. Ooh, unfortunate feed. So, we're gonna go back here. Mei, at her heart, is a utility DPS. So, you want to be trying to use your utility as much as you... I've said things like this a lot in the past. So, right here... Or, not right here, but... So your Hog hooks the Sigma, right? As soon as Hog hooks the Sigma, you should be saying, oh my god, wall opportunity, and then you wall off the doorway so that he can't get back, and then you get the Sigma kill. Because, you know, Mei can just do that. Mei is broken when played correctly. So if you can, like, combo with your combo with Hogs and Orisa pulls, you know, whatever, and just, like, put a wall behind the people that they pull, then you get a ton of value out of that wall. Because, like, think about that. If you walled off the Sigma, their team can't heal their Sigma, and Sigma dies. Sigma gets eaten alive. And then, unfortunately, you know, Cass hits the Flash Fan. Which, had you walled, you know, you wouldn't have Flash Fan. And then you end up feeding, should have crowd there after the Icicle, get Shield Dash, rocked, die. No, not rocked, but you know. Zertex is fighting for his life, Jesus. Fanta's left. So, yeah, it's wild to think about it, but a single ability could have changed the entire outcome of that fight, and it was, you know, Trinity's Ice Wall. Because had you just walled the Sigma, I don't think... You want to be looking for wall opportunities at Sigma. And you want to be... If you're a tank, like a Hog or an Orisa, you want to be trying to bait their tanks into playing aggressive so that your Mei could wall them. You want to have that inbuilt synergy, where you pull... You either forcefully pull or mentally pull someone, and by mentally I mean you just, like, psychically outplay them. But yeah, you want to be... using wall whenever you see an enemy out of position that you can isolate from their team, because as soon as you do that, boom, that's a kill, that's a fight win, basically. So that could have gone entirely differently.
Enemies here. I'll take care of you.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know what their Diva was doing. Yeah, so we can basically... We can just play kind of aggressive here. We don't want to play too aggressive, which is good. We're backing up. Good. Oh, unfortunate. Fanta's not... Oh, you guys don't have healers. Yeah, so right here... Wall, 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 wall. Trinity... Trinity... Oh! What is that? What is that? Anyway, yeah, so Trinity, use your wall. Just more. Use it more. Because... I mean, you might not have completely lived that, right? I'm probably making a big deal of nothing in this particular case. But you don't seem to be looking for wall opportunities at all, and you really want to be looking for wall opportunities. That is Mei. That is what makes Mei good. Not the freeze, the wall. The wall is busted. So you just want to be, like, using that as much as possible. Not as much, you know, you want to... abuse it. You want to abuse wall as much as possible. There we go. And yeah, like this is a good position for Ashe. Like it just is. Good kill. Now right here, something Something that you should have done, Kit, is you should have just chucked dynamite over here in an arc so that it would have hit in here and then, like, exploded it. Because you do that, and you get a kill. Oh my god, what a rock. Jesus. Dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. There we go. No. Good bop. So, right there, you should have coached him for... Oh, that was in reference to the May. Okay, I was very confused for a second. You have good aim, Kit. Oh my god! Excuse me. I went to say something and just died. Alright, but yeah, so, Kid, I think I know why your coaches say that your, like, Ashe is better than your Sombra. Like, I'm sure that you're making good call-outs. I can't hear voice chat right now, but from what it seems like, you seem to be kind of hesitant with Sombra. You end up translocating a bit too early, or, like, you might not hack someone when you should have, or you... Yeah, right? But on Ashe, you're, like, being really exact in your actions. Like, if you want to kill, you're taking it, you know? So I think you just have to, One second. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Kit, you hit your shots. You hit your shots really well. And Ashe is an easier character to play than Sombra, so like just naturally you would get more value out of her. But in a team environment, you know, I assume you're calming out your everything on Sombra, and you want to be, and you also want to be making plans for your team on Sombra, like, hey, I'm gonna hack that Sigma. When I do, I'll call it out, and then you guys push up. You know, you'd want to be saying something like that. And also on Sombra, use your translocator more aggressively. I noticed that you end up doing that, like, the one stereotypical Sombra thing, where you sit in invis for a while, and then you come out of invis, shoot for 5 seconds, and then go back to your translocator. What you want to be doing on Sombra is, you know, you can do that sometimes, right? That's good to do sometimes, maybe in a poke phase or something. But if you're in a team fight, you want to be using your translocator aggressively to get high grounds, to get vantage points on the enemy team, and then calling out hacks aggressively, like chasing down kills with opportunity, and you know, just being like more than a nuisance. You want to be a threat, right? So I think if you start improving on that, just like being more aggressive in the mid fight on Sombra, then you will. Jesus. I don't know. I don't know what I did to myself, but but yeah, then you'll like see a lot of improvement on Sombra. You know, like right there too, you should have like chased down that kill because you have Coach Gun. You could just, you know, shoot a few shots, Coach Gun up. Team ends up shitting on him anyway, but you know. Sorry, 1 second. I'm typing something in VOD Reviews channel. Okay. So yeah, and also Okay, they have flux, whatever. Good ice block. Damn! Good tire kill, Fanta. Sheesh. Alright. Yep. This is a good blizzard. Yep, focus the cast first, good. And you wanna be, getting the how you wanna be getting the headshots after blizzard. Basically, maze hitboxes in Overwatch are weird, right? They're usually a lot bigger than they look like. Like if you've ever seen Sims legs hitbox, they are gigantic for no reason. Oh no, Kit. It was like once this. Oh no, we're on YouTube. That's right. If you go back like 5 minutes, I go over something on your Sombra. Yep, good defensive ice wall. There it is, and then die to Sigma. Oh well. The question is, do we pop Relic here? Yeah, good. Okay. So that's good that we didn't. That's because that wouldn't have been a good Relic. But thank you for saving me. Yep, just back up. Back up. Okay, I will say one thing real quick. So their DPS aren't really capitalizing on it, but Tex, you are incredibly vulnerable right now. You're just kind of hovering over in this space. What you should have been doing is, I wouldn't have been over here. Okay, actually, me personally, I would have been over here, right? You don't want to do what I do usually. You would have want to been over here, because then you get a better sightline. You can whip shot and stuff, and then you have cover to fall back on. So just you want to be looking out to use cover as much as possible. Also something. Ooh, damn! Your cast just hit that 2-tap. Sheesh. So there's. Yep. You are playing extremely aggressively. Their junk cannot aim though, so you are fine. Yeah, but like shield bash is your saving grace usually. Bring diff, bring diff, bring diff. Come on, bring differ. Yeah, click a bitch. Yeah, get him Zertex. Swing. One more pack. No, man. Nice. So yeah, this is just a poke fight, you know? Ryan? Did your controller just die on you for a second there? That was questionable.
I can't hold forever.
Good fire strike. Yeah, so you want to be looking for those meaty fire strikes. Also, you never want your barrier to be destroyed as Reinhardt. If you're getting your barrier destroyed constantly, then you're playing too aggressively, and you're not playing around cover enough. This goes for anyone, by the way. Anyone at all. Because you want to be like conserving barrier health as much as possible. You want to be hiding behind cover sometimes, because barrier just lets you get to some places. It lets you linger in the spaces for longer than other characters would. That's Reinhardt's real use. That's, you know what I meant. You know what I meant. That's not Reinhardt's yeah. Okay. Back to, here we go. So, like, right here, we should just be playing around payload, not playing too aggressively. I mean, we did send in Bob. Unfortunate pin, doesn't get anyone. Good. Okay, fire strike. Yeah, just hide behind cover. Huge! Good job, Trinity. Nice. There we go.
Don't worry, my friends. I am your shield.
Greetings.
Good, you got out of there. Their cast can hit shots, jeez. Actually, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of disagree with that concussive blast. I know I didn't say anything there for a while, but, you know, poke phase, and I'm a little tired. I might end it after this game. I might do another short one, I'm not sure. But so, the concussive blast was not ideal just because if you can hug this corner harder, then it gives them less of a sight line to peek out at. Because they can kind of see you through here, they cannot see you from here. Also, in general, I feel like we prioritize tanks too much. Like, if their tanks leave the rest of their team behind, you go after the rest of the team because the rest of the team is easier to kill. And that's always good. Yep, roll the shit out of the D.Va, good. Drop. Sad.
60 seconds.
Back into the fray. My ultimate is charging.
Yep, poke phase,
30 seconds remaining.
We're running an interesting tank comp here. Like, it's not terrible, but you have to know how to play it well. Basically, if you run a double, or like a double main tank comp, what you want to do is have whatever main tank has the higher priority, being Rein or Ball, take the main space, while whoever has the lesser priority, being Orisa or Winston, taking like an off angle or something and just securing it from other people. I assume the game ends here. So Kate's in a rough position there. Save her, good.
Are you ready? Here I come.
Oh, please kill it.
10 seconds remaining.
Barely alive. Unfortunate. Alright, so we burned a few ults, didn't get the point, happens. Now what we should be looking for here is, because we only have, well, we have 3-ish ults, right? We have Trinity's, Ryan's is coming up, Captain Diabetes, and then Zyrtex's rally. So what we want to do here, where's Zyrtex? Zyrtex would rally, good, yes. Chase off whatever bitch-ass character, you know, you want to go. And then hit something on Zyrtex. Does that inspire? There we go. Oh, unfortunate. So yeah, Zyrtex, I feel like a thing you do a bit is you kind of just you end up swinging on Brig, like you just hold down primary fire, but then you don't really like think about where to apply that primary fire. Because you're just kind of throwing out. It's like how you guys wouldn't get that reference. You don't play Smash. Basically, you're kind of just chucking out hitboxes, you know. And when you kind of just chuck out hitboxes, opponents will play around that, and they don't really play around it at all. But then, if you get in the habit of just throwing out hitboxes, then you end up like thinking about how to engage less because you're just like, oh, one of these will hit eventually, you know. But what you want to be doing there, and the reason I'm focusing so much on this is because, you know, Brig has Inspire, activates on hits, whatever. And since you didn't hit anyone in this, like, 20-second period of time, you weren't healing at all during this time. So you were on critical health constantly, and then no one else got area heals either, which is not good. So, oh my god, I broke it again, dude. I need to stop doing that. I hope that there's no overtime. There probably was overtime. I'm just gonna hope that there was no overtime. Um, Basically, Zertex, if you, on break, if you think a bit more about how you're gonna, like, activate Inspire, or that you need Inspire, take your time, land your whip shot, or, like, use cover and then pop out on someone, hit someone once, and then fall back. Both of those are very good options. I'm gonna see if I'm able to stream while playing at my mom's, because I can't do it at my dad's, because the Wi-Fi there sucks. I'm gonna cancel this current stream and then stream again and then play, so that way it's like easier to cut. But yeah, overall, it's good that we're learning new things. You know, it's